So, good evening, good evening, good evening. It is the big day. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and a Happy New Year. Happy Merry Christmas to everybody who does celebrate Christmas. I know there's millions and billions that don't, but big up to you as well, man. Spend the time with your families, relaxing, chilling, I don't know, winding each other up, waiting for Christmas Day to be finished so we can actually get back to football. I don't know, whatever it is you're doing, have a great day. And big up to everybody who's watching, man. Make sure you do smash the likes up on this video. Make sure you share the content around. Please do go and subscribe to the second channel. And do follow me on TikTok. I'm literally a Rizzler paper away from 1,000. As soon as I hit 1,000, I can live stream on it. So, yeah, I'm literally so close to 1,000. So do go and check that out. And like I said, do share the content around. If you want to leave a donation, big up to everybody who has done that. All you got to do is hit the thanks option, type in whatever you want, and then bosh. And I will reply to everybody who does drop the donations in as standard procedure. The highest valued one will be pinned to the chat, to the comment section. But we do have a big game tomorrow. It's going to be weird seeing Premier League football back after having 6 weeks with no Premier League. It's unprecedented, as Mikel Arteta would say. It's unprecedented. It actually is unprecedented, but it's going to be a hard game. I think a lot of people are just expecting us to go straight into it and batter West Ham. That ain't happening. I'll be absolutely shocked and amazed and dazed and phased if we go out there and batter them. I don't think we're going to batter them. I do think we'll win. I'll come to my scoreline in a minute. I do think we will beat them, but let's not kid ourselves here. We were shocking against Juve. Yeah, people can sit there and bang on about how many passes we had, and they parked to the bus, and we scored 2 own goals, and we dominated. Well, we had 2 shots on target. Hardly domination, is it? Yeah, and they showed everybody how to play against Arsenal. Park the bus and let them cross the ball in to dwarfs up front, because that's all we have. We ain't got a target man. And Juve, just bosh, just winning headers left, right, and centre. And that is the way you play against Arsenal, because if you let Arsenal play pretty patterns and you play a high line, you're going to get smashed. It's that simple. If you park the bus, make it compact, don't let them pass through you, get them out to the wing and whip balls in the box, just clear the headers. It's kind of straightforward defending, but you then have to have a threat on the counter, and they do have a threat. They've got Jared Bowen. I don't know if he's fit. I'd imagine he is. I'd imagine whether he's going to play. Mikel Antonio is another one. He's a handful for any defender in the Premier League. We don't know whether Saliba's going to start either. He was only back in training yesterday. Not quite sure why, because Salt Bay was on the pitch longer than he was in the World Cup. Kind of crazy. 40 minutes and you get an extended break. That don't wash with me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Yeah, and I like him. I think he's a top player. But sorry, you need to be coming straight back. I don't understand why he's done that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You're not allowed to say anything because it's negative. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he plays. Saka and Martinelli both played in the friendly in the 0-0 draw against Luton Town. Yes, you heard right, people. We drew. The mighty Arsenal drew with Luton Town in a pre-season, well, not pre-season, a pre-return game, pre-Premier League return game. We drew 0-0. Full team out as well, apart from Saliba and Zinchenko. Other than that, everyone else started, which is kind of worrying, if I'm honest, that we're not scoring in the last 2 games. We're not finding the back of the net. Eddie Nketiah is not good enough. We all know that. And I've seen so many people, especially that Pratt in the hat, going, we have to back him. No, we don't, mate. No, we don't. I don't back mediocrity. I don't know what they taught you in jail, mate, but yeah, I don't back mediocrity. And yeah, I'm not backing Eddie Nketiah one bit. Can't stand him. Don't like him. Not my player. Not good enough for this club. Yeah, if he scores goals, great. But let's be real, it's going to end up being meaningless with him up front. Because last year, let's not forget his 5 goals that had everyone's pants down. Yeah, and everyone was going, give him a new deal, give him a new deal. Yeah, then 5 goals took us from 4th to 5th. Mohamed El Neni. Oh, he's played so well for 8 games in a row when we needed him the most. Oh, what a player. Give him a new deal. Yeah, his 8 games took us from 4th to 5th. Stop backing mediocrity, man. Let's talk about proper players. Let's not talk about dickheads, and players that ain't good enough. And listen, tomorrow, we better turn up. That's all I'm saying. We better turn up. You've got no excuses not to turn up and beat West Ham at home. But like I've said, it's not going to be an easy game. I don't know where West Ham are on the table. Let me have a little look at it. I don't think it'll be an easy game. They've been poor this season. Where are they? They are currently 16th in the 16th in the table. They've played one game more than us. They've lost 9 out of 15. That's crazy. They've conceded 17 and scored 12. On the other hand, we've conceded 11 and scored 33. Well, considering they're right down the bottom, they're not exactly getting pumped, are they? If they've conceded 17 and 15, it's not too great, but it's not too bad. In fact, in comparison, they've conceded the same amount of goals as Chelsea, who was sat 8th, and the same as Liverpool, who was sat 6th. Kind of mad, really. They've conceded 3 more than Manchester City, who are 2nd. So, yeah, they're not going to be very easy to beat. And you know what you're going to get with a David Moyes team. You know that they're going to go out there, they're going to run their bollocks off, and they're going to basically just leave it all on the pitch. They're just going to get stuck in here. They're going to try and break on the counter with Jared Bowen, with Ben Rama. Antonio's going to be a handful. He's going to run his nuts off, work the channels. He's going to get physical with people, and we need to be up for that. Listen, a lot of these players, do need to keep going. They do need to get the fitness levels up. I understand that the ones that come back from the World Cup, but let's not forget, a lot of our players didn't go to the World Cup, so they should have been doing for the last 6 weeks, focusing on this game. This is how we're going to beat them. They've got back into their rhythm, and them ones especially, not the ones like Saka, Martinelli that have just come back, but Odegaard, I'm talking about you, my friend. Gabriel Magalhaes, I'm talking about you, my friend. Eddie Nketiah, talking about you, my friend. Players like that have been here for the last 6 weeks, that have been in training, that have played these friendly games, that are still up to a high standard in terms of physicality and physical level. I expect them to put in a performance. And I'm looking at them especially. The ones that have come back from the World Cup, you can kind of 50-50. But these players, I expect a performance out of them. Odegaard's got nowhere to hide. I'm not his biggest fan anyway. But he's got nowhere to hide. He's had 6 weeks comfortable break. He should be raring to go. And the thing I'll say as well, it's going to be freezing cold in London. And obviously, Christmas does throw up these weird and wonderful results, especially on Boxing Day. But when it gets into these winter months, we're going to see more and more hamstring injuries, calf injuries, especially with the World Cup stopping play for 6 weeks. So this is a time now where we have to go, right, first game back, we're going to show that we're the top dogs for a reason, and we're top of that table because we deserve to be at the top of that table. Not just a fly-by-night that was just there and shook everyone up and was, oh, Arsenal scare me, big up Terry. But we now need to go out there and set a marker and say, we're winning this game, then go and beat Brighton on New Year's Eve. And then go and beat Newcastle on the 3rd of January. Then go and beat Tottenham at the Lane. Then go and beat United. Then at the end of that month, we can sit there and say, fuck me, Arsenal was fucking serious. But I have seen this all too many times before. I am so long in the tooth. I have seen Arsenal be top of the table at Christmas many, many times, and especially since 2007. And we've not won the league on any of them occasions. I think that's 6 times now. Hopefully it changes this time round. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think that we need to get going straight from the off. None of this slow, methodical, boring, sideways, backwards crap. Just go for the jugular straight away. And I think they will be beaten. I think we will beat them 2-1. I don't think it's going to be easy, like I said. I think that we need to see how some of these players react. I want to see how Ben White reacts. Ben White come back with personal reasons, which we all know is a load of bollocks. But you need to produce, my friend. You've had a 6-week holiday. You ain't even played. 6-week holiday. Saliba, I want him to start the game, but I don't think he will. He's done nothing for 6 weeks. Start him. Start him. I want to see how these players react. Granit Xhaka, big up to you, my friend. You come back early. Big up to him. I want to see how he reacts. It's going to be very, very interesting to watch. It's the first game. Is everyone going to be ready? Is everyone going to still be stuffed from their Christmas turkeys the day before? I don't know. But it is a wonderful time of the year. I do love Christmas fixtures and football. And I'm not looking forward to the New Year's Eve game at 6:30 Spanish time, no. I might hear the bells chime at midnight just as I finish doing player ratings. Cheers for that. I feel sorry for all the people that have gone to the game or going to the game. But anyway, listen, people, give me your score predictions. Let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments section. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do go and check out the video from yesterday. Alexis McAllister is linked to Arsenal. Go and check that out. And yeah, I'll be back again with Ola for the Boxing Day game. Cheers. Merry Christmas to you and your families. And big up the support all year, man. And I'm not just talking about people dropping donations. I mean people viewing, people commenting, people sharing, people just following the second channel, following all my socials. You lot are mad. I love every one of you, whether you like me or not. You can't stop me loving you. Yeah, I'd love it if you loved me back. Anyway, I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, so I'm going to get myself jogged on. I'm going to go and set up a fire in the house, in the gaff. And yeah, man, it's going to be a wonderful evening. I'm going to have a nice glass of rosé champagne, and I'm going to sit in front of the open fire with the music playing in the background. Adios, amigos. Feliz Navidad. Ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao.